Hello everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. A couple of years back I did a video on my recorder collection, and since then there have been quite a few new additions. So I thought I'd make an updated version and take you through all of my instruments. It was actually really hard to get all of these in shot, but I've done my best. So I'm going to take you through all of my wooden concert recorders and give them a play, and yeah, I'm curious to hear what you think. Let's start at the top. This is my garklein recorder. It's the smallest member of the recorder family. Yes, it is a real instrument. It's in C and it's a full octave higher than the soprano recorder. My garklein is made by Küng and it's in maple wood and it sounds like this. Next up, I have my two sopraninos. This one is also by Küng and it's in bubinga wood, and this one is by Alto and it's in maple. The reason I have two is because composers love to write pieces where you have to play two sopraninos at the same time. That's the thing. My Küng one I've had for a really long time and I love it, but it is in desperate need of a revoice. To Sopranos, soprani. I actually have four of these. This Moeck Rondo soprano in maple was actually my first ever wooden recorder. I got it as a reward for passing my GCSE exams in school. I was a very cool 16-year-old, and yeah, it was really special to have my first wooden recorder. Ha ha ha. After that, I bought this Yamaha Soprano. I think it's in grenadilla. It's a really dark, hard wood, so it has this bright sound. Don't know what these musical examples are, by the way. This is my newest soprano. It's made by Mollenhauer and it's in boxwood. I actually won this in a competition and it's really beautiful. And this, I would go as far as to say this is my favourite recorder. It's a Ganassi Soprano in C by Stephan Blezinger. Look how wide the bore is compared to a Baroque recorder. It's so loud and I love the sound. It also comes with two underjoints, so you can play it in 440, which is modern pitch, or a semitone lower at 415, which we call Baroque pitch. On to altos. I have 6 altos. I didn't know that. First off, we have my G alto. This is a full tone higher than your regular F alto. It's a transitional model, which is designed to be an instrument somewhere between Renaissance and Baroque recorders. It's made by Stephan Blezinger. My biggest regret in my life is not buying this with a 415 joint as well. I only have it in 440, but you know. Then I have 2 F altos by Yoav Ran. This was my first proper F alto. In the meantime, it's completely unplayable because the cork has come off, which means that it doesn't seal here and it needs a revoice, but that's all possible to fix. But I have played so much on this instrument and when it's working I really love it. And a couple of years back I replaced it with this instrument from the same maker in olive wood. I also have an F Alto by Mollenhauer. This is from their Dream range. I bought this secondhand basically because I didn't want to use my concert instruments for teaching anymore. So I use this when I'm teaching, but it's actually got a really wide bore that gives it a big sound. So I also use it in my band. The Mollenhauer Dream range, they're a good compromise if you'd like to be playing on a Renaissance recorder but you can't afford the handmade price tag. These are much more manageable. Then I have two F Altos at 415 in Baroque pitch. This is my main one. It's in Rosewood by Joachim Rohmer. I've had it since, I've had this for about 13 years now and I still love it. Recently I acquired this recorder from the Dutch maker Thomas van Ginneken, and it has a completely different sound to the other one, but I also really like it. My voice flute. A voice flute is a tenor recorder in D, so called because it matched the range of the human voice, apparently. Mine is made by Tim Cranmore and it's in boxwood, and you can see it's kind of bent like a banana, which unfortunately happens to boxwood recorders over time sometimes. I love voice flutes because they have this kind of mourning tone, like mourning with a U, and yeah, it really sounds like a voice going, ah. Then I have my two tenor recorders. This is my regular tenor. It's made by Yamaha. It has seen a lot of contemporary music in its day, so I think it's unfortunately nearing the end of its life. And this is a Raffi tenor, meaning that it was designed after the Renaissance recorder maker, Mr. Raffi. These are completely straight recorders with the labium at the back, and it basically looks like a stick, but I really love it. It's made by Francesco Leveghi. The thing I love about this is that it's designed to play early music on, but you can also play really beautifully and softly in the high register, which makes it nice for modern music too. As always in this house, making a video will not be complete without a baby interruption.
You can see here my favorite instrument. It is a baby recorder in B sharp.
On with the video. Onto the bass recorders. This is my Bassett recorder in F. It's by Yamaha, which is always a really nice choice. Again, it comes in two joints, the 440 and the 415, in case you want to play the CP Bach Sonata for bass recorder and viola, which I do. I prefer to play it without the crook, just direct blow. And then I also have two Petzl recorders. This interesting looking thing over here is my Petzl great bass recorder in C. I love this instrument because it's small enough to be really agile, but it has a load of crazy cool sound effects. This recorder is an octave lower than a tenor and 2 octaves lower than a soprano recorder. This is my F contrabass recorder by Petzl. It's the largest recorder that I own and it's 2 octaves lower than an alto. this recorder, the keys are much softer than my other one. That's because they have updated them with new keys that don't make as much noise. You can still make noise if you want to, which I do sometimes, but you can also play softly. So those are my personal concert recorders. There's a whole bunch more here that actually belong to my trio. So these are some instruments from the Renaissance consort of my trio Axolot. We co-own it. It was made for us by the Dutch recorder maker Beter van der Poel. We waited for 2 years for it to be made, and it's so nice. And our consort consists of 1 F basset, 3 C tenors, 2 F altos and a C soprano. Consort is in high Renaissance pitch. That means an A is equal to 466 Hertz, and that high pitch gives it a really like sound. And I also have a bunch of Irish whistles. I grew up playing folk music, I still play it, and we use them for other things as well. I have a low whistle in D, a whistle in G, and I also have a high whistle in D, but John has borrowed that. And they're all made by Chieftain. Of plastic instruments. I use these for teaching or when I have to play outside in weird conditions or for practicing. I'll show you those another time. The thing is with the recorder is that there are always more instruments to collect. I still have a whole bunch on my wish list. At the moment, I would love to get a 415 sopranino for all of those Vivaldi concertos. I would love to get a new tenor and maybe a modern one like a Martin Helder tenor. My ultimate nerdy dream would be to get one of the Fred Morgan recorder bodies and have it revoiced by Nikolai Ronimus. If you know what I'm talking about, whew, they're good instruments. So that was it. That was my recorder collection. I would love to hear from you. Please tell me what recorders you own, what's on your wish list, which ones are your favourites. I love to talk this nerdy recorder stuff. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here in the corner. Over here is a link to the Team Recorder Patreon where you can choose to support the channel, and up here is a link to last week's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!